Hello traders, Gates Adams here, the Forged Trader. Now, 2 years ago, I started the Forged Trader podcast sharing how I thought I could improve my trading by taking principles I learned in a coaching program that wasn't about trading and applying them to trading. Less than a year later, I got my first trading payout and ended the year with over $116,000 in payouts from Apex Trader Funding. Sharing publicly what I was doing in real time helped me to stay accountable and solidified the concepts for me. These concepts evolved a little as I went and ultimately became the foundational tenets of the Forged Trader philosophy. As I continue to grow as a trader, a coach, a business owner, and, a person, I continue to read all sorts of personal development books, most of which really have nothing to do with trading, at least not in the author's intent. My aim here is to translate the concepts of these books into trading with the focus on the cross sections of these books and the Forged Trader philosophy. The first book is The Inner Game of Tennis by Timothy Gallwey. This is episode 1 of 10 of The Inner Game of Trading. So you've spent months studying charts, maybe years, you know your setups, you know your rules, and yet you still break them. Not sometimes, but consistently. So here's the question nobody in this industry wants to ask you. What if your strategy isn't the problem? What if the problem is something nobody has ever been able to show you how to fix? So there's a book written in 1974 by a man named Timothy Gallwey. It's called The Inner Game of Tennis, and it's really not about tennis, but it has everything to do with why you trade the way you trade. Over the next 10 episodes, I'm going to translate every major concept from that book directly into your trading through the lens of the Forged Trader. By the end of the series, you're going to understand something about yourself that no indicator, no strategy, and no mentor has ever been able to show you. So stick with me here. In 1974, Timothy Gallwey figured something out on a tennis court, and this changed the way that we understand human performance. He noticed that his students already knew how to play. They'd been coached, they had the techniques down, they understood the game, and yet they still couldn't execute under pressure. Sound familiar? Gallwey's discovery was this: there are two games happening every time you perform. The outer game, the technical game, the visible one, the one that you've been studying, right? And then the inner game, the one happening inside your head while you're trying to play the outer one. The inner game, this is the real game. Because Gallwey observed that inside every performer, there are two selves in constant conflict. He called them self 1 and self 2. So self 1 is the voice in your head, the critic, the second guesser, the one telling you to move your stops, to take profits early, to get back into a trade too soon, to revenge trade. Now self 2 is the performer, the one who already knows what to do, the one who executes clean when everything goes quiet. Gallwey's formula was pretty simple: performance equals potential minus interference. Listen to that again. Performance equals potential minus interference. You already have the potential, the strategy is there, the knowledge is there. What's standing between you and consistent execution is the interference. And here's the hard truth. The interference isn't the market, it's not your broker, it's not your prop firm, and it's not bad luck. It's you. Now, before you shut this off, that's not an insult. That's actually the best news you've ever received as a trader. Because if the interference is coming from inside of you, that means you have control. That means that it can be addressed, it can be worked on, and it can change. That's what this series is all about. And the Forged Trader strategy, we call this the difference between your drift identity and your forged identity. Your drift identity is self 1 in the charts. It's reactive, it's emotional, it's running old patterns, it's governed by fear, urgency, and survival instinct. Your forged identity is self 2 with a process. It's grounded, it's disciplined, it's executing from identity, not from emotion. And the gap between these two identities, that right there, that's the inner game. And that's the game we're playing in the series. If this is already hitting something real for you, if you're already recognizing yourself in what I'm describing, take a moment and follow this account right now, because I'm going to be dropping a new episode every single day this week, Monday through Friday, and next week, Monday through Friday as well. 10 episodes, 10 concepts, and each one builds on the last. You're not going to want to miss one. So make sure to follow right now. So we've named the two games, we've named the two selves, but here's what I haven't told you yet. Self 1 isn't random, it's not just noise, it has a voice. It has a very specific voice, and you've been listening to it your entire trading career. So tomorrow I'm going to introduce you to that voice, we're going to name it, and I'm going to show you exactly how it shows up in the charts, and also what it's been costing you. So that's episode 2, tomorrow, don't miss it. In the meantime, stay forged, and I'll see you in the fire.